let me start that particular new project. In this project we are going to implement, so what is that application name? So we can say that list view and dialogs. Okay, so that is the name. Mainly we will be talking about the list view and the recycler view and the dialogs, but of course in that particular, because we will have the multiple activities, how we can create one menu and that is being shared by all of those activities, that we will be also seeing in this particular specific demonstration. So let's, I think we are in the week numbers 3. Fine, and we are going to finish our project. So it will create that particular project for us, and again it is coming on my other screen. So let me bring it to this particular screen, make it a full. Okay, it is trying to compile everything, building the complete project for us. Okay, so it has created that particular main activity. Okay, I keep that particular main activity as it is. Fine, I create another Java class. So we say that main menu activity. Actually it is an activity, and the super class will be the app compat activity, the same that is here in our main menu. Okay, I'm just saying that because it is a subclass of the activity, so we are trying to make that particular this one. Fine, and here in this particular activity class we are going to implement on options menu, on creates options menu. Okay, and here we can simply say that get menu inflator dot inflate, and then we need two things. One thing, the second thing is menu that is coming as an input to this method, but the first thing is we need to create that particular menu resource. So how you can do that, you know very well. So let me do it again. On the resource folder, we right click and we say that we want to add a resource, Android resource directory, and then we select the type, that is the menu, and it is going to be create that menu directory for us. Let's say S, we have empty menu directory. We right click on that particular menu directory and so we say that we want to add a menu resource file, and then we say that main underscore menu, and we say okay. It create that particular menu file. Let me close that one, and then here we are going to add certain menus items. But before that, we want to show some icons. We need to add those icons in our drawable folder. So again, right click on those particular drawable folder and say that I want to add vector assets. So let me see if I can see the list. Yeah, we have that particular list. So what we can see, maybe we can go with that one. This one? This one? Okay. So we can select this one and then we can change, maybe we want to change that particular size to 60, 60, and we want to change that particular color to green or blue. Okay, let's see, it's let me go with the where's the red one? Yep, red. Choose it. It's red now. So let me remove that particular specific with the red. So it's an IC list, red, and the size is 60, not 24. So 60 dp. So we say next and we say finish. And again we want three things. So let me add two more assets. And here again we show list. So we try to use a different list maybe. view list. Okay, maybe we can use this one. Let's see, we use this one for our recycler view. Again, this red, fine. So I want to keep it red and make it 60 so that we have all 60 and 60. So next, finish. And the last item that I want to add here is my dialog. So do we have something for the dialogues? Dial up. Okay, let me what? Anything? Maybe I just use this one app, huh? Okay, or maybe aspect ratio. Okay, let's go with the app that like dialog boxes. And then again, this one is we want to make it 60 so that all the icons, like not one small and one big, so they are of the same sizes. Make it red, and we make it 60 as well and 60 as well. So next and finish. So we have these few items. So now we go into our menu. We can say that we have the item, and then we have this. And remember that whenever we are talking about the menu item, the title is the compulsory thing that you have to provide. For example, the first thing is list view, and then we have the icon. Icons equal to list red. Okay, and show as, I say always show that particular specific icon. And then of course we want to provide the ID. So this is our plus. Okay, let me ID. We add the date of plus ID, and then we say that list view menu. We can also put the underscore to make it more visible, more readable for us. So let me now copy paste, make our things quick. Instead of have list view, we say that recycler view. Now we are going to change that particular list. So that's a feature playlist. That is always, and then here of course we, instead of have the list view, we say that recycler view. Okay. And remember that if you want to change that particular capital M, this is a resource ID, but here it is acceptable. You can't have the resource name here with the capital letter inside it, but if when you are assigning the ID, the names to those different items, yes, you can use the capital letters as well. Okay. The third item that we want to display here is the dialogues. Okay, and then here we have that particular app. Okay, and again it is always, and then here we show that dialog. Okay, dialog menu. So we have these three items that we want to display here. So we will go here, and then we say that r dot menu dot main menu. Okay, and then again we are returning something, so maybe we can just return. I think we let me control C. I just try to, we have that particular return statement before, so let's keep it here and just use it on create menu, just the super class. Okay, so we have that particular specific main menu. Fine. And then we also have that on options item selected. Yep, again it is sending that particular specific option item, and then you know that we can just create a switch statement, and then we have that item dot get item ID, and then on that particular specific switch. So again we say that case r.id dot list view menu, and then we put a break here. Then let me copy this thing here, and then we will see that it's a recycler view, and then we can have this dialog menu. So right now we are not implementing these things, okay, these click events. The reason is that we have not created, so we are only, but we will see that this menu will be available on all. So we say that main menu activity, remember this name. So I copy this thing here and come to my main menu. Now in the main menu, instead of saying that this main activity is the subclass of the app compact, we are saying that this is the subclass of this activity that we have created. Understand? So now if I just run this one without any changing, it will show me my dialog box, that menus over there. Let not run it, just working on the other items here. Delete it. Okay, and then instead of having that constraint layout, we have a list view. So that's our list view, match parent. So let me show the decorations. So look at that, it is showing me all those things here, which is like it's complete list view, which is there. We also need to create data source. We go into our not styles, we need to go into the strings. So let me go back into the strings. So we have that particular specific string inside our resource. We say that we want to create a string array, list underscore data, and then we can simply say item. How many items? Abbas Malik. Item. What? John Colda? Huh? It's a little bit cold, so John Cold. Item, and then we have Gurpreet Shah. Okay, I'm just changing some names here. We have Astha. I'm fine? Double A? Astha? In the beginning, okay. In the beginning it's a double A. Okay, fine. Astha, and then what last name we should? Catherine. Yeah, but these are, world is changing, so the last names, family names are changing. And then what? Sahil or Sahil? H-I-L. Sahil Singh, huh? Okay, I'm putting that particular control V again and again, huh? So what else? Perth, and what? Leonardo, huh? Perth Leonardo. Item. I think I should also change my name as well, huh? Abbas. What? Guru? I mean, I'm a teacher, so Guru is that the word we use for, huh? Abbas Guru. What else? Prashant Bhatt. Okay, what else? Dennis? The Menace? Okay. Okay, Dennis. Who else? Heathal Hema Malini. Huh? Hema Malini, huh? She's a quite famous actress in Indian. What else? Item. Nilofer Head, huh? She's the head of our department. Maybe we put the new teacher of this course, maybe Suhaimi. Suhaimi, huh? Latif, Latif, Suhaimi Latif. Anyway, so this is our remember that this is a list data that we are going to use, and we come our main activity. And did we give the name to our list view? We need to provide that particular list view ID. List underscore view. Okay, well, that should be fine. So we have that particular list underscore view, and then we can simply create that particular object here. I think even we don't need to create, because we are going to initialize it and then we use it. List view is equal to find by view id r.id.list view, and we can say that we are going to create the array adapter, and then we can say that it's a string, and we say array adapter is equal to new array adapter, and then we can provide this, and then we need to provide the layout. That layout we have not created yet, and then we say that r dot string, no, that's array dot list data. So we need to create that particular layout. Where we are going to create that particular layout? In the layout folder. So we right click on that one, and then we can say that we want to create a layout resource file. So we can say that it is a list underscore layout list item underscore layout. It's a list item layout. Fine. So we have this particular specific layout right now, because we are not going to, we say simply replace it with a text view, and then of course we can make it as a self-closing tag. We also have that particular, okay, these are the fine. So we can say that I think height, we say width, and then we can say that height is wrap content. Okay, whatever that wrap content, we can say that text size is equal to 30 sp, and then we can say text color, maybe we can go with that particular color primary or the accent, color accent. We can say that background, maybe I just try to use some color like Android color, and then we also have, let me use this one, accent blue, or maybe we can go for a different one, blue bright. Okay, fine. So we have this color. I also try to put the text here, so how it look like text. Okay, of course it is going to be replaced with the data itself later on. We put a padding 10 dp. We can put a margin as well. Again I say 10 dp, so you can see that. So now this is the, in this particular specific text view, our data is going to be displayed. So that we are going to use as a layout here. So here we can simply say that r.layout dot, we have that list underscore item. So now you can see that, okay, what's the problem? Of course we need to put a semicolon here, but okay, get, it is not allowing me to do that. Let me see the error. What is the error message? So it say that annotation resource type. Normally it is coming as a, so add a static import r.layout.list. r.layout list data. I don't think so. So that's not going to work here. So we can use that particular specific thing. So we can say the get resources dot get string array. Okay, and then here we can give the array dot list data. Can you tell me why it was not working before me? Anyone who can just guess that why it was not working when I just give this r.array.list data over there? Actually, this particular array adapter is looking for an array here, and what we give here, we give a integer value here, because r.array.list data, which has been defined in our R class, and understand we have the nested class array, and then inside they have defined a specific integer value, final integer value. That's an integer value we're giving. We are not giving that particular resource itself. That's an array of string. So we need to use that particular get resources from that particular get string array, and then we are giving the name or the ID of that particular array. Now it will bring that particular list array. So now it is, this thing represents only the integer value, and this complete thing value represents the string array itself. And we need the string array to create the adapter on it. And then after that, we can simply say that our list view dot set adapter, and then we can say that array adapter done, that particular main activity. And if we try to run that particular, I just try to keep it, so you can see that this will be working here. Still building, running, compiling. You can see all those things here. Installing the APK, it means our building compilation is successful. It will show the data here. So we have the data. So again, look at that. It is automatically have that particular scrolling facility as well. Understand? So we have not implemented the click event here. Okay. So we can also implement that particular specific click event here. So we can say that list view dot set on item click listener, on item click listener. Let me make sure that we are implementing the right method here. Yes, set on item click listener. So we are implementing the on item click listener. So here we say that new on item click listener. Okay, so when you do that, we have that particular. So look at that. What we have the parent, that is the adapter itself, view, the view in this, the position and the ID. So we are more kind of interested what? We want to show the data. So we can simply say, let me see that we want to make a toast. So toast dot make toast. So here we can say get context, get application context, not like this, because we are inside the implementation of that particular view method. So we can say that you chose what? We can say that parent, that's an adapter, dot, we want to get item at position, okay, and give that particular position inside it, not this one. And then we can say that toast dot long, and then dot show. So we are just implementing that particular specific, whatever that item has been clicked, it will take the data from that particular, and you chose this, you selected this or whatever. Let me run that particular run that particular thing here. I think it's running yet. Yeah, you chose Sahil Singh, Perth Leonardo, and then John Cold. Fine. So we can implement that particular specific behavior. So what we are trying to, from the parent, that is the adapter, we are getting the item at this particular position. The position is coming as an input on which the user has clicked. That is the position. Index value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Okay, so we have implemented that particular list view. List view is working, and if we look at our, we also have that particular specific. Right now we have not implemented anything. Okay, so what we can do in our main activity menu, we can say that we create what you can say that we create intent is equal to new intent, and then we say that this, and then we can say that main activity, because item list item is in the main activity dot class, and then we are not going to put anything. We can just say the start activity. Where is the start activity? And we give pass on that particular intent. And let me add that Recyclerview class activity in which we are going to show our Recyclerview. So again, I go to the file. Let me right click on that particular specific. I hope it is going to work, not last time. Activity, I say empty activity, and then I give the activity name as a Recyclerview activity, and I finish it. So when I finish it again, we are saying that this will be our superclass of this one, the main activity, main menu activity. Okay, fine, everything is working fine, so that should be fine. Okay, now I have that particular Recyclerview layout. I want to replace it with just a recycler. Okay, we don't have the Recyclerview here right now. That's what we are looking for. So if we come back here in the design view, I just try to see recycler. So look at that. It's showing the Recyclerview, but it also shows me that particular down arrow. The reason is that that is not by default that Recyclerview is available in our project. We want to add that dependency in our projects, and then we will be able to use it. So we can click on that. It will ask you that you want to include that particular Recyclerview dash version 7 inside your, add that dependency in your project. Yes. Okay, so once we have done it, it will recompile the things, and then of course here we can use the Recyclerview. So here we have alert dialog controller. We are not interested in that. We are more interested in a widget Recyclerview. So we will be selecting this one. When you enter it here, select it, enter, it will also change the other part as well. We need to provide the ID here, not the if conditions. Where is that one? Okay, I think, yeah. So we said ID so that we can assign it to the ID. So this is our recycler underscore view. Recyclerview. Okay. Okay, we go back to our Recyclerview, and here we are going to create Recyclerview RV, and then here we can say that RV dot set not RV is equal to find by view ID R dot ID dot recycler view. So we have that particular recycler, just like we have done with the list. Nothing changed right now. But for the Recyclerview, we have a Recyclerview class, and we also have a view holder. Again, we need to generate a, what you can say that we need to generate a specific layout file here. Right click on that, add a particular resource layout file. Again, we say that recycler view underscore item underscore list. Okay, Recyclerview item list. It's a resource file, fine. And here, instead of having that particular constraint layout, we can say that card layout. Again, remember that card layout is not there by default. We need to go, do we have? So let me card view. So we have that card view. Again, add that particular dependency inside, and we have that particular card view. Again, widget.cardView, it has created that particular card view. Let me do that. We have width is equal to parent, that's fine, but height I want to make it wrap content. Okay, and the other thing is that I want to change here the margin. I say that 5 dp, it will leave some margin over there. I also say that card view, card background color, what again maybe we can choose Android color holo, not holo. Let me select color. It show me the colors here. So let me see what I want to do. This one, yeah, and card elevation, card corner radius, 20 dp, and card elevation. I mean, it will be a little bit elevated, so we can put some 15 dp. Let me add that particular margin here. Um, I say that 15 dp, and inside that particular I'm just creating a linear layout. Wrap content, width I want to match parent, and the height is wrap content, and inside that particular let me put a padding here, 10 dp. Here put an image view. I say that I want wrap content, what image we want to show here, and then here we have text view, wrap content, and then we say that text color I want to make it accent, and text size I want to make it 30 sp, and then we have the text style, make it bold. So we have that particular specific thing here, and then add the and say that a text is name, whatever that name is, we want to show it here. One more thing that I want to create here, I want to show an image based on the gender of that particular person that we are showing. If it is a female, then we show a female icon, and if it is a male, then we show the male icon. That's what we want to do here. So first of all, we need those images inside our resource. I have some of those images from my previous, so let me bring them here instead of searching on the internet quickly. Projects, and then we have 721, week number 3, list view, list view test class. So app, source, main, resources, enjoyables. Okay, where I can find those resources. Do we have some resources here? Image resources? No, Donatello. And here we have the other resources. Okay. Where are those resources? Which one? Multiple activity names. Week 4. List view, Recyclerview. Yes, we have these. So I'm just putting these resources here. I right click on that. I copy those boy and girl. Okay, images. So I just paste it here. So yeah, I want to put it over there. Fine. So if you look at that, we have that girl.png, and we also have that boy.png. Now by default, let me put that particular specific resource here, src, and then we say that girl, we are getting the girl, but the point is we can't have that one. So maybe I can say that 100 dp, and then again I say that 100 dp. Okay, we want to leave some margin with the left side, so we can put something here, margin left. I say 20 dp, and I also want to make it center line. So what we can say that gravity, that should be center. Okay, so it's a little bit look nice, but the point is, where is my background color? Maybe it's show on that the real device when we are running it. So but this is our, so we have an icon, and we have an image, we have the name is coming from our this one, but the point is we have not mentioned anything about the male or female. So we can say that male okay, so we can put, we have Gurpreet, male, we have Asta, female. Okay, now we are not going to mess with those genders. Sahil, Perth is also male, and then we have Prashant, male. Dennis the Menace is also a male. Hital is female, and then we can say that we also have female, and then we have male. Okay, so I'm just putting, I'm changing that particular my resource. Of course, in my list view, it will show me that thing, everything. We can change it, but just keep it like that. So we are just putting those information. So what we'll do, for whenever we are reading that particular data, we are going to process it. We need to split that data into the name and the gender based on that comma over there, and then we, based on that particular gender, we are going to decide which image we are going to display over there. Is it fine? Yes. Okay. So we have that particular change our data source. We will going to use the same. We have that particular list view. We don't need to have anything. We have created that particular main menu item. Here again, we can say that intent, intent 1. Okay, automatically look, because we have already used the intent name here, so we are, it is giving me a new intent 1. We say that new intent, and then we say that this, and then we say that what is the our recycler view, not recycler view, recycler view activity dot class. Okay, and then we are going to start our activity, and intent 1 we are going to use it. That's it. So we have put that particular specific inside our menu click event as well. Main activity, I don't think so we are going to change it, so let me close it down. Main activity, again we are not going to change it, so we will focus on our recycler view. We have that particular main activity. Okay, we have done it. This is our main activity, activity recycler view, where it is showing up me only the recycler view right now. Fine, we have that one. Then we have the class. We have to set a few things here, and this is our layout, resource file. Fine. Then what we need to do, we have that main menu. I think we have already done it. We can just close it. Close file. Oh, okay. Let me close it. We have one more thing, because we are going to change the image here, so, and to change the data here, so we need the we need the IDs. So we can say that ID. Okay, so we can say that it's card view underscore image. Maybe we can also put a recycler or something, but let's keep it like that. And this is our ID, and then we can say that it is a card underscore view underscore text underscore view, text view. Inside the card view we have the text. We are giving these names so that we can access them. The one thing, I think we are all set for that particular specific file of the layout. Now we need to add a few things here. We need to add a Recyclerview adapter class, and we also need to have that particular view holder class. Okay, so what we are going to do here, first of all, let me add inside my Java folder the main one, not the test one. Okay, we have that recycler activity classes, so we are right click on that. I say that I want to add a Java class, so we can say that our what class name, what can be, we are displaying our class data Recyclerview adapter and adapter recycler. We are looking for the recycler adapter. Do we have now Recyclerview dot no recycler cy, where is that adapter name class? Data observer, no, we are trying to implement super class. Okay, so let me just keep it like that for the timing, and then we will find that particular adapter class. Extends Recyclerview recycler dot Recyclerview dot adapter. Yeah, Recyclerview, and then we have adapter, and then look at that view holder class. We need to give that particular view holder class here. Okay, so what that particular view holder class will be, let's see. We are going to create another class, and then we can say that we have a Java class. So it's our Recyclerview item view holder. Okay, and then we can also see view holder. So we have two view holders here, view holder, the one, but we are more interested in that particular Recyclerview one. So we say this one, and then we say make it a class. So what it is saying that, it's saying that you need to implement a few methods here. So if I just try to Alt enter, it say that you want to create a constructor matching the super. So we have that particular constructor class. Okay, now in this particular class, actually this represents that particular view, the layout file that you have created here, this recycler item view, this one, this is showing up that one. So what I will do here, where is my Recyclerview holder? I have an image view, and then I also have a text view, TV, and then here I am going to initialize those values. What's that? Image is equal to, now we can't have like find by view ID, we don't have that particular method. So what we say that item view dot find view by ID from our item view, the parent. Okay, I am saying that r dot id dot what is the image, card view image, and similarly I say that TV is equal to item dot find by view ID r.id dot card view text. Now I have initialized those values. For example, just give you the idea. If you want to implement a click event on that particular image, when we click on that image, it will do something. Okay, what I can do? Image dot set on click listener and say new on click listener, and here maybe we want to show the toast.
Is it only for the image? If you prepare it
Only for the image, not for the card.
for the whole card, yeah.
If you want to do that, you have to assign an ID to that particular card view. We can say that card view, it's our CV, and then let me go back to my card view, assign an ID to this one, card view, ID, and then it's my underscore card underscore view. Okay, and then come back to my recycler view. We have a CV. We add the CV is equal to item dot get, not get, find by view ID, r dot id dot my card view, and then using that particular specific CV dot set on click listener on new on click listener, and here you can implement. For example, we can have this one like again toast dot make toast. Now where we get that particular item dot get context. Okay, and then we can have card is clicked, and then we say that toast dot length long and then dot show. Okay, the same thing I am going to use here. Okay, and then we can say that not the card, image is clicked, and gender is what? I mean, okay, just keep it like, I mean, because image is clicked, name is, we can get that particular tv dot get text dot toString, whatever that in that particular text view is there, the name we are going to show it here. Okay, so we can implement the click events, whatever the event listener that you want to implement on those individual items, you have to do it here. Fine, so we are set with our view holder class. Now we come down here, and here we are going to say that we have that particular, where is my recycler view holder class. Okay, again we said that this a recycler view which can create automatically those view holders which containing that particular view with the specific information inside it, but this is the adapter where we have the data source as well. Fine, right is red, so if I just click on that particular alt enter, it say that you need to implement few methods. The reason is that we have some specific method, just like in our view holder class we need to implement that matching constructor for the super class. So here we have some implementation methods. So we have these, we have this on create view holder, on bind view holder, and on get item count. Now what is the purpose of these methods? Whenever it is going to create a new view holder, it will create the object of this class automatically by itself. Okay, it will create that object. What it will do, how it will do, we will need to implement, write that code here. Automatically managed by the adapter itself, how many views holder or how many views it need to create, but it will use this particular method to create that one. Here, whenever binding the data, because we are reusing the same view holder class with a different data inside, whenever there is a new data want to bind it, it will run that particular method. And then item count, in the beginning we need to check how much items are there that we want to display in that particular list view or the recycler view. In the beginning it is 0. So first of all we need to create a resource file here. I say that it is a string array, string array data. And let me create one more thing here. I want to create a constructor of this particular class. So it's a public with the same name and it takes a string array data as a input. So we can say that this dot data is equal to data. This dot data is actually the variable, the data element that we have defined in the class, and maybe we can change like source. We don't want to confuse source. So we are putting that particular source here, and that will go into that in the constructor of that particular specific Recyclerview class. Is it fine? Now we need to create, look at that. This particular method is going to return me the reference of that particular Recyclerview item view holder class that we have created here. Understand? It was going to return me that particular specific. So we can say that view v or view is equal to, now we need to get the inflator. So we can say that view group dot get view inflator. No, okay, let me I think that we haven't seen that particular specific list view. Okay, we have that particular Recyclerview. Everything is set in the Recyclerview of the class. So we can say that layout in Recyclerview test on create view holder. So first of all, we need to create a layout inflator. Okay, so we can have a layout inflator. Layout inflator is equal to layout inflator dot from view group dot get context. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are layout inflator is responsible for creating that particular view. In our view we have a card view, inside the card view we have the image view and the text view. So it will create all those objects inside our memory. So that is the purpose of the layout inflator. So what we are saying there, we want to get the layout inflator from our context, and that is the activity in which that particular specific item. So that layout inflator we are importing here, and then we are saying that that particular inflator will create layout inflator dot inflate. We need to provide the resource int and the view group. Okay, so we are providing the inflate r dot layout dot Recyclerview item, because this is the view of that particular item that we want to show in that particular specific what you can say that in that specific Recyclerview. Then we need to provide that particular view group, and then we can say that false. It is attached to root, yes or no, so we can make it like that. So I keep it like that, and then I'm going to return that particular view. Okay, we need to, because we are expected to return this thing, so we are converting that into that particular specific okay, Control V, and we are passing that particular view here, Recyclerview holder, and we are passing the view. Yes or no? Yes. Group false, everything. What is the problem here? Method call expected. we also say in the beginning that we are creating that one new. What is happening here? We are calling the constructor that we have. Look, recycler view holder, that is the constructor which receive an view inside it, and we are going to perform all those things here. So it will, we have created that particular layout, we pass that particular view or the inside that particular recycler item view holder class and create a new that with this particular view inside it, setting the view of this one, and then we're creating that one, and that will be returned, create a new object that we are returning from this particular view holder. So it will create that particular view holder class for us with the specific layout that we have mentioned here. Does it make sense to you? No? No? Why?
Because in the public recycle view holder method, we have two parameters, group and integer. And we are only returning single variable. So what's the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this one?
If we are not returning it.
No, we are returning, we are creating this one. Actually, what is the purpose of this one? Okay, so let me go this, and of course let me create a new, not a private window, let me create a new window, bring it here, Recyclerview adapter. I mean, we need to go into, and we say that we want to control F, control V. So we have this particular method to create. So if we look at this method details, it will give me, so the view type of the new view. No, the parameters, yeah, that's an integer. Int view type of the new view. We haven't used it. What is the view type of that particular new view is? Okay, we haven't used it, but we I mean we have to see that how we can use that particular specific input value. The first view group is actually representing that activity, the parent. Okay, inside we are creating that particular view. Okay, what is the new view type here? We are not using it. Okay, but we need to find out that how we can use it and what is the purpose of this one. Right now I can't answer you pretty straightforward what exactly it is, but we need to find out. Is it clear? But return type is only one. We are not using that particular parameter anywhere. Okay, but return type is only one. Where is my K, and then we are coming back here, and then we are going to my this one. So we are not using this particular parameter here, but this is what they say that the new view, the view that we have created here, it is some kind of type of this one. But right now return type is that we are returning the object of this particular view holder class that we have created.
I think if we pass two parameters, then we don't have to write return new. We only have to write return and something.
No. Look, this is the constructor of this particular class. Here we have the two parameters? We have only one parameter. So that parameter is actually the view itself. That view contains the layout, the card view and all things. And from that particular card view, we are getting the IDs and assigning them to our variables that are here in this class. And then we can change the values inside it. Is it fine? Is it okay? So we are creating that particular view holder class and returning it. So we can't pass a second parameter here just because we have only one parameter here. How we are going to use it, I will tell you maybe in the next class that what exactly the purpose of this one. Okay? Is it fine? Now, we have created that particular specific view. And the other thing, remember that in the inside our constructor of this particular recycler view adapter, we are initializing our data. So we need to change this thing. It is now the data is size is not 0. So we can simply say that data dot length. Whatever the length of that particular string array is, that is our size of the data that we want to show in our recycler view. The second thing is that whenever we are going to bind the data, what data is going to be displayed inside the view holder, that we are going to change here. What we have the view holder class, and then we have the position of the data inside our string array. Okay, so what we want to check here, so we can say that our string data, not data, we are using this one, maybe record, okay, is equal to what? Data sub I. And you know that now the data contains the name, comma, gender. So we need to split. What we need to split? We say that string array parts is equal to record dot split, and then here we can simply put a comma here. It will split. So in the 0 part it will go the name, in the second part it will go the gender. So we can check. What we can check? If that parts sub 1 dot equals, not this one, male. If it is male, do something different. In the else part, sorry, do something different. So what we want to do here, if it is a male, we want to say that inside our recycler view, so recycler view holder dot image dot set image resource r dot id dot, sorry, r dot drawable, yep, drawable dot boy. The reason is that it is male. And in the other way, we are saying that it will be girl. Wow. Okay. So what we are saying, we are getting the data at this particular position I from our string array. We are splitting that into 2 parts. In the first part it will go the name, in the second part it will go the gender. Second part is actually index value 1. We are comparing it with the male. Okay, if it is male, we are changing the image inside our view holder. The image will be the boy, and otherwise if it is female, then image will be girl. And then of course what we need to do else, we also need to change that particular recycler view holder dot tv, okay, dot set text, and inside that particular text we are giving the parts sub 0. The name part will go into that particular one. Is it fine? So we are all done with that particular recycler view adapter class. We are all done with that recycler view holder class, and now we come to our main activity, recycler view activity. We have say that recycler view is equal to this. Okay. So what we can do here, first of all we need to create that particular recycler view. So what we say that we have that class data recycler view adapter is equal to new class adapter, and then we are going to pass that particular string array. So how we can get that particular string array? Get not reference, get resources dot get string array r dot id dot not array dot this. So actually what will happen here, it will take that particular string array and pass it into the
Recyclerview.
constructor of this particular Recyclerview adapter. So it will set that particular data part. Once it has set, we can simply say that rv dot set layout manager. First thing is we are going to set layout manager. How we are going to display those data inside as a linear layout. Okay, so let me as a new linear layout manager, and we are passing the context of this one, and then rv dot set adapter. Again, the adapter is same. We have that particular adapter, and everything is done. Run it. Let's run that particular specific. Cross our finger that everything is working perfectly fine. So it is installing the APK. It means everything is good, look fine. So we say that everything is working. So when we click on that one, it will show me. So look at that. Accordingly, it is changing the Hital, Nilofar. So according to the gender, it is changing that particular specific icon. So remember that if we click on, if I click somewhere here, which is inside the card is clicked, and if I click on that image is clicked, name is Astha. So whether you are trying to implement a click event on the card or you are implementing a click event on the image, individual items, okay, it is possible. Okay, one more thing that I want to show it here, that instead of creating that particular layout manager as a linear, if I say that I want to have a grid layout manager, okay, we need to provide different parameters. Grid layout manager, if you look at that, okay, can I increase it a bit? Grid layout manager, we need to pass actually two values. I say I want how many, two, this dot to span count. First is the context and the second one is the span count. Let me show you, it will be much more easier. It will show two items in a grid view. Understand? If we shall say linear, just like our linear layout, one item at one place. When you say that grid layout, it will show you a more kind of a tabular view. First input is context and the second input is count span. It means that how many items want to show in one row. So just change this thing and we'll change the things that we say that linear layout manager, and then of course we don't want that particular span. So that is the end of our demonstration about the list view and the recycler view. Okay, when we are clicking on that particular open app again, okay, when we are clicking on that, we will see that what is the problem, because when we click on that particular specific here, when we go back, it is not like maybe, okay, we will see that how we can solve that particular problem. But here, if we look at that, when we go here, we are using the same. We have not implemented anything inside the list view or the recycler view activity about that particular menu, but it is showing up in both of them. Why? Because we have created one main menu activity and inside we have implemented that particular specific menu, overridden the menu, created the menu and the click events of those menus, and these activities are actually the subclass of this particular main menu activity. Again, my other activity, that is a list activity. Where is the list activity? Recyclerview. Where is my list activity? Recyclerview, main activity. Okay, that's the main activity is actually the list activity. Okay, fine. So that is also the subclass of the main menu. What is the problem with that? We will see a little bit later. So that is the end of our demonstration about the list, Recyclerview, and the menu which is applicable on the multiple activities. Fine. So let me stop my